Hello everyone, my name is Epic Riquez, also known as Michael. I'm the new production coordinator for PGL that was brought in near the end of episode 4. I wanted to update you guys on some of the plans for the series. As many of you are probably aware of, the length between episodes has been large, with the time between episode 3 and 4 being around the 2-year mark. With the release of episode 4, one of the common questions or jokes was the amount of time it would take for episode 5. This question is completely reasonable given our previous release schedule, and I'd like to provide you all with the necessary information regarding the subject. To start off with, the preliminary work for episode 5 and 6 has already begun. This began immediately after the premiere of episode 4. You did hear this correctly. The next 2 episodes are being worked on together. Without going into too much detail, episodes 5 and 6 will follow Lyra and Rai on separate adventures within the same time frame. As such, we have decided to work on both episodes at once. They will not be released at the same time, but we hope to release them shortly after one another. Our communication with you guys has not been the best, and we apologize for that. We want to further clarify, however, on one of the biggest questions regarding episode 4. Why did it take so long? Episode 4 production cycle was complicated for a number of reasons. For one, we had an administrator at the beginning that had to step away during the whole production cycle. And we also had another administrator a year into production having to go on hiatus for a year. This ultimately left Celia having to take care of everything on top of normal life, amongst other things. Celia also does a majority of the art for the series, and to give context on how much art goes into an episode, episode 4 had 233 images, with episode 3 having around 190. For episode 4, there is also an animated segment near the end. These problems, combined with technical issues during the production period, were reasons why I was brought in as a production coordinator, and I have already begun working on fixing things before the release of episode 4. Having to take care of art on top of editing, the voice acting, among other aspects of technical issues, ultimately caused the delay that you guys saw with the release of the episode. But the ultimate question is, how long is this going to take for episode 5 and 6? The reason for this is because editing and voiceover work for the series is being done differently than previously, in a way that minimizes delays that have held other areas of production back at times. Organization overall is also much more clear, and technical difficulties will be kept to a minimum. However, during the production cycle, we will still be posting additional content. This will be in the form of outtakes or bloopers, and these will also be handled by a completely different team, with no artists being pulled away to work on them. However, everyone should also keep in mind that we are not making any money from this, and we do not intend to. This is entirely done from the team's passion. As such, we all have other obligations in life, not just PGL. If you want to stay up to date, the fan Discord server is in the description. Additionally, I want to announce something else. We are now holding community events on the Discord server where fans and the cast can have a great time. Usually these will take place during the weekend. Our next coming up event will be held this weekend on February 22nd, 2020. Lastly, I'd like to thank everyone on behalf of the cast and crew for the support in episode 4. We have been amazed with the support that we've gained even after the long hiatus for episode 4. And we are glad that all of you have enjoyed it. Anyway, this is Epic Riquez, and I hope to see you all back when we release the bloopers for episode 3 and episode 4. See you guys around.